love the texture of that. Look at that. I didn't have to do an egg wash or anything, but look inside. Layers and layers of pepperoni and mozzarella cheese. And then this is the chicken cordon bleu. And you've got the chicken and the ham and the cheese. Oh my goodness. I've lost 180 pounds with a combination of carnivore, keto, and counting calories. I reached my goal in November of 2022. Right now I'm doing an experiment with being carnivore-ish and counting calories. If you want to see the results, stick around and subscribe, and we can see how it goes. Don't forget to click the like button. Y'all know when I get to watching Chef Jean-Pierre, I get out of control. Last week, when I made my the pizza pockets, you all had said that sounded like it would be good as a chicken cordon bleu. So that is what we're going to try to make. And I always listen to what kind of tips and tricks you guys have. And a few of you all said that I should try saran wrap, cling wrap, instead of the parchment paper. So I listen. Surprisingly, I listen sometimes. And so now I'm going to see about making us a chicken cordon bleu pocket. But I guess kind of got to watch the edges so I don't make it go out too far. So I was watching Chef Jean-Pierre to see, is there anything, like, I made my sauce like I saw the girl on TikTok. And I wanted to know, like, how he makes his sauce. Well, he makes his sauce very fancy. And that's all fine and dandy if you're a top chef, but that ain't my life. So that's not what I'm about. So I'm going to flatten this out. And then, now he, of course he does cordon bleu, so he rolls it up, but we're not going to do that. We're going to just do our little pocket method. So, there we go. All right. And I'm doing it half that chicken and half this chicken. Now, I crock-potted some chicken earlier today, and I'd like to cut this up a little better. I'd like to chop it up a little bit more than what it is. So I'm just going to take a couple pieces here, because I know that's chicken, but this is just for texture and so I could feel fancy when I take a bite and I get a bite of actual, cut up chicken. And I tell you, last time I did it, I seasoned it up before I folded it up, or before I rolled it out. That was not a good decision. So this time I'm going to season it right here. I just need to get seasonings. So just for a little taste, I'm going to give it some farm dust. Maybe. Oh, it's been sitting on the shelf too long. Hang on. Okay, so a little bit of farm dust and a little bit of my, Little Richard. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Chubby Checker and the Fat Boys. Do the twist. All right. So now we've got our cheese, and we're just going to put it on half of it. What my plan is, I'm kind of doing a mild meal prep. So my plan, and this may go south, you guys, I do not know. But I'm going to make 4, because I have 2 sets of the ground chicken. And so I'm going to make 2 sets of them, 2 sets of 2, so I'll make 4. And then I'm going to freeze some. So it's going to be like that. Let me see. Hang on just a second. And y'all, I know I did not weigh that chicken. I know darn well I did not weigh that chicken. So we're just going to have to wing it. But what I could do what I could do is, if this is half a pound, which is around 8 ounces. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, hang on. No, I don't think it's going to fit. Let's see if it could fit on this. Come here, little fella. Y'all know. Hang on. Okay, so I'll zero this out. And then the whole thing. Hey, wait a minute. Why are you 0? What the heck, dude? That ain't funny. Now, 0 out. Ain't got time for no shenanigans. 265 grams. And it's 9 ounces. I think 1 ounce is 28 grams. So, we'll just say it's a 1.3 ounces of chicken. 1.3 ounces of chicken. Let me write that down. Hang on. All right. 8 ounces ground chicken. What did I say? 1.3 ounce cooked chicken. Alrighty. And then we're going to add some diced ham. So I'm going to zero it out. I'm going to put it back on grams. I just like grams best. So this is the little teeny tiny diced ham. So what my thoughts is, I'll make these up and I'll get them air fried and everything. And then whenever I eat them, I'll microwave them. Okay, so hang on. Almost 50. I just want to make an even number. Because I want... No, that ain't even. Okay, so 50 grams of ham. Okay, now we're going to add us some cheese to it. Where'd my cheese go? Oh, here. So I have some fat-free mozzarella cheese. And what I've been watching on the TikTok is if you rinse the cheese, it takes that starchy stuff off of it. And so it makes it to where it melts better. So, which is a good thing, but then it makes it clump. So you kind of gotta, I should not have done the whole thing of it. I should have actually just done, what I was gonna use that day, but, oh dang. So 93, 93, hang on, I'll just make it an even 100, and then it'll be 50 and 50. Then I don't have to math. Come on, fella. Okay. So 100 grams, or 50 mozzarella. Now, we're going to take this off. Now, for what I do off camera, I'll just weigh that stuff out and build it. You know, I'll put the cheese and ham and chicken on here and then dump it on here off camera for the others that I make. So what I learned last time is after I pushed it together, I needed to kind of just work it better. You know, like I flatten it out and push those ends together better. I realized that on the second one. So guys, you can make anything into a pocket. I mean, you can make yourself a broccoli and cheese pocket. You can make, I'm going to be making another couple pizza pockets. So you make whatever you want to make. And so now what I learned from Chef Jean-Pierre is once you get the shape, now granted, his was the ones that we roll up. But he said as soon as you make them, you want to go ahead and put it back in the refrigerator and get it cold and keep it cold. And then after it's been chilled and put together, then that's whenever he cooked it. So I've got this one right here looking kind of pretty, kind of funky a little bit, but that's all right. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the refrigerator. And you saw what I put on it: ham, cheese, chicken, and inside the chicken. And I'm just going to make 4 of them, and I'm going to put them in the refrigerator, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm doing the last one. This has the chicken, ham, and cheese all on one plate. Y'all know I load this thing up way too much. But, you know, it is what it is, Terri Bear. I am excessive. I didn't really flatten this out quite as much as I should have. But that's the point of this part, this step. It helps me. It helps me get it better. So I just kind of smush it all together here. Smush it out. And tuck it in. And go out here and kind of smush it in. And these poor Frankenstein looking chicken. Oh gosh, I got the end tucked in there. So we're going to lock it in. We're going to lock it in, y'all. Ready? Now we're going to flip it over because, oh, my stars and garters. Come on, baby. We got to get you pinned in there. Pin it in there, baby. All right, so now. So, yeah, I really appreciate, you all know, I'm sorry, I cannot remember my own name half the time. But I really appreciate for the ones the 1 or 2 who said to use plastic wrap. Oh my stars, this is much, much better. I can see the edge, I can see what's going on. It's much, much better. I ain't gonna say I'm doing it better. You know, I'm still having some tucking issues, but that's all right. You know, it ain't gotta be perfect. It's for me. All right, so I'm gonna put this one in the refrigerator with the other 3. And while those are going, I'm going to go on and make a couple, I have 2 more packs of chicken, so I'm going to make some more pepperoni ones. Now I'm going to go ahead and, while those are still refrigerating, I'm going to go ahead and make 4 pepperoni and mozzarella cheese. So what I've got, it's 40 grams of mozzarella back there. And I want to take these pepperonis and I want to cut them into smaller. These are turkey pepperonis. So I want to make them like, almost want to try to cut them into 4s. So, and then I'm going to divide them out evenly. So that's what I'm going to do real quick, is I'm going to go ahead and cut these pepperonis into 4s. Oh, I guess the fancy word for that would be quartering. I'm going to quarter my pepperonis. I don't know, I guess it ain't fancy, that's just the proper term. Oh, those are just half. Anyway, so I'm gonna quarter, it's 2 packages. Hang on, I threw it away. Okay, it's the Hormel turkey pepperoni and it's 2 packages. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna quarter both packages and then I will be right back. All right, let's build our pepperoni and mozzarella chicken pizza pocket. Let me see. Hang on. I need to find out if I've got enough or too much. So give me just a second. I should have set this on. Should have set it on here, but I didn't. All right. So zero you out. I need it in ounces. Good night. 6.6. That's a fat no. 7. See how much is in this one. All right. So 7.2 versus 9.5. No. 7.7. Okay. So now we'll have 8 ounces and 8 ounces. And give me just a second. I'm going to get this out of the way. Okay, y'all, just remember, just because we're treating it like it is some kind of flour dough, please remember it is raw chicken. So wash your hands frequently, wipe off your counter frequently, all that good stuff that we do, knowing that we're working with chicken. All right, now I'm gonna mush this one out. Try to go up and down versus out so much. Trying to maybe use my hand to block it so it doesn't get so catawampus here. I mean, it's just me eating them because I'm not going to Mama's now. So, and I was laughing because I made such a big deal to go get these seasonings. I did only remembered it on that one that I showed y'all. Absolutely did not put it on any of the others. Oh well. All right, so now we've got our pepperonis, and I weighed them out, and it is about 76 grams of pepperoni. And so we're just gonna kind of put it right there in the middle. And this is 50 grams of the shredded mozzarella. Again, this is fat-free mozzarella, and I rinsed the mozzarella off. I don't know, I've heard different things. Some people say, well, one, they say it makes it melt better, but I've also heard that it can make it, somebody said it washes off the starch. Now, I don't know how accurate it is. People can say all kinds of stuff, but we just have to be smart enough not to believe everything we hear. So, but it did help my cheese melt in something else I made today. So, all right, so now we're just kind of molding the edges and pushing it together so that way it stays together. Now, like I said, I watched Chef Jean-Pierre today. He made his chicken cordon bleu. He fried it he kind of pan-seared it in some oil, which of course we're using the air fryer. But what he did was, and I thought that was interesting, he said so he pan-fried it just to brown it. And then after it was browned, he said that you could just leave that in the refrigerator for a couple days. So if you aren't planning on air frying, you want to do something a little bit different, then you could fry it in a little bit of oil and then cook it later. I don't know. That's just what he did, but I ain't doing all that. So, all right, I'm going to finish these other three. You see exactly what I did. It is half of a package of pepperonis and 40 grams of fat-free mozzarella cheese. So I'm going to get to building and I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to let you watch me do another one just in case. So I flatten her out. And this is me doing it the way I'm doing it off camera. Just put the pepperoni and the cheese all on the same plate. And getting it all on there. Get that on there. Bring it up and over. Again, it ain't going to be pretty. It don't have to be pretty. We're just making our own pizza pocket. There's a comedian that was talking about that specific product, only put a hot in front of it and you'll know what he said. I don't know if I can say it while I'm making this or not, but anyway, I don't know all the rules of this kind of stuff. So you see there? There we go. Now I'm rolling it up. And now we're just going to set this in the refrigerator. I got one more to go. And then the ones that I did in the first place with the cordon bleus, we'll start air frying those. Now, listen, guys. Listen. Listen to me, Linda. Listen. I have no idea about freezing these and eating them later and reheating. They're probably going to be soggy. I don't care about that. But if you do, don't make this many. Don't make this many. You do what you're going to like, because if you ain't going to like it, don't do it. I'll tell you as I'm eating them, after I froze them and reheated them if they're soggy or not, but I don't care about that kind of thing. So, all right, anyway, so I'm going to do this last one and I'll be back. So right now, I have this preheating to 400. And I have not, these are the ones earlier, the Cordon Bleu ones. I know last time I did an egg wash, but I don't think I want to do that this time. I want to try something else. At least on the first one. You know me, I try random stuff. But this is what I want to do. I want to try just doing the chicken in a Parmesan, dipping it in Parmesan. And so what I'm going to do is, just going to sprinkle this Parmesan right here. I'm going to put it on grams. I'm going to zero it out. Slide it back here for the moment. I'm going to take our very first chicken. Take it out of the wrapper. I'm going to take it very gently. Oh, very gently. Oh, tear. Alright, well, I'll shoot fire. I need to get this, get one of these to set it on. Okay. Alright. I ain't giving up. All is not lost. So, now, I'm gonna take that chicken. I'm gonna try to flip it back over. This one was really thin, so this was a poor decision, but that's okay. That's alright. Okay, no, I'm just gonna put it right there. We're just gonna set this little bad boy right there, and we're just gonna sprinkle some of this over the top of it and push it onto it. So this one's definitely a Frankenstein. And I'm going to try to use a full 20 grams. There we go. So 20 grams of Parmesan. Now I'm going to try to kind of push this together a little bit here so we can have some kind of something. Now if you remember my last video, I did 6 minutes on one side and 6 minutes on the other at 400 degrees. So we're going to let this one be here, and as soon as this reaches 400, we'll pop it in. Okay, it's beeped that it is done preheating, so I'm going to pull this out, slide it in there, and so we're going to do it 6 minutes. And while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and pull these out and put them each on one of these, and then I will I'll do 10 grams of Parmesan on each side. It'll be messy, but it'll be okay. I'll let you watch me make a mess out of another one right quick here. So we got our chicken Cordon Bleu. We'll lay it on here. And look, it popped right open. But that's alright. That's alright. It's going to be okay, y'all. It's going to be okay. Gonna be okay. We're gonna sprinkle some on this side. We're gonna sprinkle some, and that's gonna hold it together. And we need to we're gonna try to flip it this way, and we're just gonna kind of mush it a little bit. Yeah. Okay. And then we're gonna just kind of scoop it up and flop it on there. All right. Now I think this next one, I'm going to put it on here and do Parmesan on one side. Let's see how that works. Hang on. Alright, let's try this. We're going to zero it out, and this time I'm going to sprinkle 20 grams of cheese, or 10 grams on this side. Okay. So plopping them out on there worked out okay. Well, it didn't, but it's going to. It was not easy, but I did it. So now, okay. So let's gently. Come on, little fella. Come on here. Come on. Oh, don't do me like that. Well, anyway, all right. It is going to do me like that. So, y'all know what the problem is, right? I know I do. I have too much stuffing in there, and they're too thin. But that's all right. Corn flabbit, that's all right. It's how I roll. Everything, I make everything too big. And it is what it is, and that's how it is, baby. Corn flabbit, get down to where I need it. Anyway, I'm just going to gom these. Get 10 grams of Parmesan powder. What I wonder, and I'm going to try it with this one over here. If I just left it alone, like, you know, okay, so I got this one. It's on both sides. But what if on this one, I just do the Parmesan and then flip it after it's halfway cooked? I mean, put the Parmesan on the other side after it's, flip it and then put Parmesan on the other side. I'm going to try that. So, all right. So we'll keep going with the one that's in there now. But when that's done, we'll switch over to this one. Oh, 40 seconds and we got to flip this one anyway. Y'all know I don't know what I'm doing 99.9% of the time. But we know we want to do this one next. So, all right. 25 seconds. Let's get a glove. It's probably going to burn me, but it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Don't worry, I got a little pile of pepperonis for the dogs after I'm done. Got to have 4 piles. All right. Now, let's see about flipping this bad boy over gently. Come on. Ow, 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 ow. Ah, 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 ah. All right, so there we go. Now put that back in there for another 6 minutes. So 400 degrees, 6 minutes one side, 6 minutes the other side. And when that was done, we'll try this one and then rotate it. I think what I should do is try to scoop them as close to that edge. Nope, I'm just going to leave it alone. All right, I'll see you in 6 minutes anyway. Okay, our first one's done. Let's get it out. I'm just going to set it on there for a minute and go on. And this is the one that only has the Parmesan on one side. So in 6 minutes, we'll flip it and put Parmesan on the other side and see how that goes. Now, I feel like that's done. Now remember, I told you all these are damp. So you can even see it glistening because it's wet. I was going to set it on here to cool, but I think it needs something underneath it. Kind of catch any moisture. So I will try this. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and cook the four chicken cordon bleus. And then, and maybe by then the first one will be ready for a bite. So I'll go ahead and cook those. Well, I'll check back whenever we flip this one and see if it's okay to put the Parmesan after we flip it. So last time I did these, I did an egg wash. I did not do an egg wash this time, which is probably going to make them not crisp up. So I don't know. It'll be all right. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to stress about it, but I wanted to point that out because, oh, and I got that right in front of your face. I just wanted to point that out because They were more brown last time. And I did not do an egg wash. So, alrighty, now you scoot back there. Okay, now we got that. So now we'll sprinkle, this is 10 grams of Parmesan cheese. Okay, sprinkle that on there. Put it back in. So, alright, whoop, get in there, fella. So if you want a good crispy crust, then do your egg wash and then put on the Parmesan. I ain't got that kind of time. So, alright, there we go. I don't know which is better, but I just did that. So, alright, I'm going to see you when they're all done. Alright, so this is the second one. I'm going to go ahead and dump that one out. And then, like I said, I'm going to keep these going. I'll show you how that one looks because that's the one that I did it on one side and not the other with the, with the Parmesan cheese. Again, I should have done the egg wash, but I didn't. So, but it looks like the cheese is melted on there. And, looks good. So, I think that's chicken. You know how chicken sometimes gets a little funky whenever it's cooked? But it's cooked, so, alright, I'm going to just keep going and I'm going to line them up. So like I said, I'm going to do the 4 cordon bleus and then the 4 pepperoni pizzas. So this one I wanted to try, which I'm nervous opening it. I did it, ooh, I'm not going to like this. I have to flip this. This was a bad decision. I decided to not put it on the paper. On the paper. Because I just wanted to see what would happen. Well, we're about to see. But I might have some serious regrets. But either way, we're going to find out. I should have sprayed it with some oil first. But when have I ever said I'm the brightest crayon in the box? Anyway, alright, I'm going to do that one. I'll see if I do the others that way. I don't know. It might be better to let the air get to it instead of it sitting on that paper and letting all that moisture collect and make it soggy. Might be better. I don't know. I'll see what I do. Let me show you the difference. So those were all sitting on there on the dealie. This one was not. Now, we did lose quite a bit of cheese to the other side. But that one crisped up without an egg wash. So I've started the pepperoni one. And I've got it in there like that too. So we're going to hope for the best. We'll probably lose some cheese along the way, but that'd be better for me anyway. Okay, bear with me here. I know some people say yogurt is not carnivore, and that's all right. You say what you want to say. It contains milk. Well, what's in cheese? Milk. So, we're all on our own path, so you do what's best for you. I'm going to take a half of a serving of this, which is, what did I say? Dadgum, 170, I think. I then forgot what the half 170 was. I think it was 85. Yeah, because 8 and 8 106 is 16. So, all right, so 75. Listen, y'all, just humor me, all right? Just humor me. So we're going to take some yogurt because I'm hungry. So I'm about to eat this the one that I did without the basket underneath it. And I am going to do some others like that too. So now I'm going to put in some ranch seasoning. I don't know if you put ranch seasoning in chicken cordon bleu, but Terri does. And you know what else I'm going to do? I got some ground mustard. I'm going to put a little of that in there. I don't know if you put that in chicken cordon bleu. I watched Chef Jean-Pierre, and he puts wine and all kinds of stuff in his, and that was quite over the top for me. Dill might taste good. I don't know. You do what's going to be best for your taste buds. I don't even know if this is going to be good to mine. Yep, that's good. Hang on, give me just a second. I need to wipe this up. All right, let's find out what we think about it. I really like it, having not done the, taking that, what's that thing out there? Taking that parchment paper out of there. So this is the bite. Ooh, it's steaming. Look at that. So again, this is the chicken cordon bleu. So this would be the dip that I'm gonna dip it in. We're gonna dip it, dip. Mm-hmm. My advice, salt the chicken. I obviously did not salt this piece, so I need to go on and flip this one, so hang on. All right, let's take another bite. Now in the end, I'll show you the pizza one and this one together, but that's the inside of it. See the ham and the cheese all in it, and dipping it in my dip. Yep. Now, I do not know how this is going to work for meal prep. It may be a disaster. So, don't just do it and think it's going to be great for you. You might have to buy those little pocket things that Hot Pockets come in. Like if you want to microwave it. But if you have like a little, air fryer at work that you can use or whatever's going to work for you, but or make this a Saturday fun thing. So anyway, all right, I'm going to eat this and I'll get back to you when they're all done. Okay, so here's how it's looking. We have these 2 cordon bleus in this one, these 3 pizzas and this one. So I did them all the pizzas without that parchment paper underneath. I love the texture of that. Look at that. I didn't have to do an egg wash or anything. But look inside. Layers and layers of pepperoni and mozzarella cheese. And then this is the chicken cordon bleu. And you've got the chicken and the ham and the cheese. Oh my goodness. So what I've decided, I've been thinking about, okay, well, how am I going to store them? So I've got little baggies. And like this one says cordon bleu. And so I'll just take it and plop it in. And these have definitely cooled down all the way. That one I would have cut in half. Let's make sure these can fit. If not, I can cut it in half also. No, that works. So cordon bleu. And so yeah, guys, if you got if you got kids and you're trying to find a way to feed them things that they're used to eating, but you're just going to make them healthier, then for heaven's sakes, you can definitely do this. So now I'm going to baggage these up and I'll put them in the freezer. And there you go. I'll say carnivore. I would say healthy, but I don't know. Depending on what you put in them. Pepperoni probably isn't the most healthy. Ham probably isn't the most healthy. But you put in what you want to put in it and make yours as healthy as what you want to eat. So I am super excited about these fun pockets. Now, what lessons did I learn? Every time I make something, I try to think, okay, what have I learned from this that, I'll change next time? First and foremost, 1 package of pepperonis needs to go between 3 of these Hot Pockets, or 3 of these pockets. Either 3 or 4. I have way too much inside stuff. So I need to put less in the inside of these little pockets. What else did I learn? I need to make the pockets, like the chicken part, I need to make it thinner. So that way whenever I go to, or I need to make them thicker. So that way when I go to mush them around, they'll be a little bit thicker. Other than that, I'm really stoked about it. Oh, I will spray the inside of my air fryer. For real, y'all. Definitely spray the inside of your air fryer. My air fryer basket is a disgusting mess. But, that's all right. Now I got to figure out how to clean it. So there they are. Some of these are still warm. They're still fresh. Oh, y'all. Another lesson learned. I repeat, will not start this at 4 o'clock in the evening. It is 7 o'clock. if you figure each one of these takes 15 minutes, and that's just to cook it. And it probably takes another 10 minutes to make it, or, to pat it out and fill it up and smush it out. So figure each one is going to take you maybe 20, 30 minutes to make. So don't decide to make 8 of them at 4 o'clock in the evening. That's just what I got to say. Because I started at 4 and it is 6:45 right now. So it's almost 3 hours. Lordy mercy. Oh well. But the fun thing is they're done and I'll be able to eat them. So, all right. You'll see them as I go through the weeks. Bye. Macros. I've already plugged them into my tracker app. So that way, as I eat them, all I have to do is plug in. Because, you can make recipes on your tracker app. So the Cordon Bleu is 696 calories, 94 protein, 6.3 total carbs, and 34 fat. The pizza is 750 calories, 97 protein, 3 total carbs, and 41 fat. So, like I said, if you want to lower your calories, definitely put less stuff in them. So, all right. Like I said, I'll have the different recipes and macros down in this description. So, all right. That was my experiment today. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you all spending time with me. I never know what I'm going to do. Bye.